How's it going, guys? It's PoetryStud, and welcome to a brand new series. We are streaming live on Twitch right now, and we're going to be doing a self-set challenge run called the One Province Per Trade Node run, and I will explain the rules of this in a minute. But I actually do have an idea for what we're going to be doing in this campaign, for what nation we're going to play as, rather. I believe we're going to be playing as Genoa. We are streaming, so unless anyone in the chat can convince me why I should play someone else besides Genoa, I'm going to do that. Aragon would probably just be the objectively right decision, honestly. But, and like Hamburg could be fun, another one, but we already played as the Netherlands recently and whatnot. There it is. So we're going to play as Genoa instead. And I haven't played as Genoa in a long time, if ever, actually. I'm pretty sure I played as him once or twice. I mean, we're not going to do... It doesn't matter if we do Random New World, because we are not going to colonize. That's part of the challenge. But I think I'm not really interested in that anyways. Instead, we are going to do a Genoa run. So, again, I am streaming right now, so keep that in mind. We are streaming, and that means there will be chat interactions. Let's do the abbreviation. One province per trade node. OPPTN. So keep that in mind. Well, so we can trade in the New World. Yeah, that's fine. But we don't really need Random New World for that. In fact, Random New World normally screws up stuff with trade. But yeah, keep in mind, if you're watching this on YouTube, that there will be frequent, well, maybe not frequent, but like occasional chat interactions and whatnot. I'll be a little less focused in general than I am when I'm just recording. So do keep that in mind. That is your warning. You know, don't be mad at me when I am talking to chat and whatnot. I gotta stop saying whatnot. Yeah, at least I'm recognizing it while I'm saying it. Oh man, my voice is also a little, crackly because I did a workout in the cold, like ran around outside and then came inside and worked out the rest of the way, but so I was breathing a lot quickly. But we are gonna do the One Province Per Trade Node challenge. I'm gonna explain this achievement. It's not an achievement, it's a challenge, a self-set challenge run. I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna explain it right now so that you guys watching on YouTube understand, and on Twitch, I guess. So the idea is that it's pretty self-explanatory. You only have one province in every trade node in the game. You're only allowed to own a single province in every trade node, except for your main node, your starting node, or not even necessarily your starting node, but your primary node. In your primary node, you can own as much as you want, which for us is the Genoa node, in my opinion, the best node in the game, if you are playing in it, at least. But every other province in the game, or every other trade node in the game, you're only allowed to own one province in. And it's a self-set thing, and so there's some ways we can kind of work around the rules. For instance, we can have vassals. I think I'm going to allow myself to have vassals that own stuff in other trade nodes and permanent vassals. We can just never integrate them. English Channel is probably the second best. I think English Channel and Genoa are second, are pretty much tied for first. Yeah, I agree. It'll put us, having all of the Genoa node especially will make us into a superpower. However, the problem is getting to that point without conquering a lot of other stuff. If we never can conquer into Venice, it sort of imposes a restriction on how fast and in which directions we can expand. Not a huge restriction, mind you. This isn't supposed to be a super difficult challenge. And in fact, if you want to do a super difficult version of this, you could do like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a really bad trade node. The White Sea node. Play as, below zero. They actually don't have it. Get it so that you are able to release, Suomi or whatever. Which would involve I don't even remember how to do that. There's a way. You basically have to like get them to rebel with the same culture, and then then you reconquer them, then they have the cores there, then you integrate them or, you know, annex them, and then you release them and play as them. No, I'm just kidding. But no, there's certainly more difficult ones to do. This is mostly just for the flavor of the achievement run. First thing that we need to do is we need to get rid of our trade outposts up here. All of them except for one. I think we'll keep Kaffa. But we will return this one to... I mean, we might as well do it to Circassia. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. Right now, honestly, the land that you start with here is not super useful anyways. You can also, being a merchant republic, I actually forgot this was an option. We can create trading cities. That is an option for us. A governmental form of the nation is governed as a republic with a heavy knowledge of trade and commerce. And the trading cities will automatically be like giving us trade power and whatnot. Again, the whatnots. I mean, yeah. It's okay if I say it once in a while, but give stuff to Theodoro for the meme. We could do that, but they're not our vassal to start with, and I don't feel like waiting that long. I'd rather be, you know, playing according to the rules right off the bat. I'm gonna have generally try to have a low tolerance, since this isn't necessarily the most challenging of runs in the first place. Provence and who else do we want to even who else do we even want to be our rivals? We'll figure that out in a second. Feast in Ferrara. That would certainly be a interesting one, but I don't think Ferrara is the province we want. So I think trading cities are perfectly fine. To be honest, I think long term we'll probably switch to a monarchy because the merchant republics have the artificial limit on how many provinces you can own, which is kind of annoying. You can kind of outpace and just ignore it if you want, but eventually it becomes pretty annoying. So I think we will... So here's the thing. We could actually create trading cities like everywhere and just have that be a main source of our power or whatever, but I would rather... I'd rather not. Let's try it here, though. So create a trading city. Azov, yeah. I really do not care. Is the volume good, by the way? We're not into any war music yet, so it'll be kind of hard to tell, but... yeah. No, that one actually looks kind of cool. So, Azov, you're in a trade league with us, and you're transferring power to us. You don't count as a diplomatic relation, though. I've been playing a lot of EU4 lately, actually, the past couple of days at least. Let's return this province to Circassia. I feel like that's fine. Oh, your trade league can only have one trading city in the same trade node. That's super interesting. And that kind of goes along with our theme, you know, of only having one province per trade node. Our trading city sort of affiliates can also only have one per node. Or we can only have one per node. They can probably have more than one province, but still, they probably are disinclined to do so. So that's good. Let's get rid of that. And now we just own Kaffa. I'm the cobbler. I'm Adam Sandler. And we also own Shio. Shio. We could create a trading city here as well. We could try to sell it to the Ottomans, probably. If we're going to own any province in the Constantinople node, it's probably going to be Constantinople. If I had to guess. I'd probably like to just sell it to them. Can I sell you Shio? Shio! Mamma mia! Oh yeah, no, that's what I meant to do. 155 for one province that is only 5 development, wrong religion, and gonna be annoying anyways? Yeah, let's do it. Again, we're taking care of business. So, now we correctly have fulfilled the contracts of our agreement. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot, baby. Now we got to figure out what we're actually going to be doing. That was just step one. That's the prerequisite to being able to do this run in its true spirit. So we could take Novara. To be honest, to be completely honest with you, Milan is not as good as Venice, but it might be easier to take. Maybe we just, and it's also a pretty good tactical position to like province to have. So maybe we go for Milan instead of Venice, and then we can just release it as a trade thing later on. I don't know. That seems kind of like a lot of effort to spend for not having it the whole game. I think our first priority is to consolidate the Genoa node. Oh, no, really. Beyond that, in order to do that, we probably want to go straight for Florence, because having Firenze will absolutely help out a ton in the Genoa node. And beyond that, the culture, it is part of the Italian culture group, so it will be a lot... it's Tuscan, we're Ligurian. So it's not the same culture, but it is the same group, so it'll be a lot easier to integrate in that sense. Our leader is kind of meh, so we'll get him into a general form. Let's get some dudes. Production efficiency is fine. Economic reputation is useful. National manpower is good. We do have a hill province as our capital. Which is nice. It is coastal, so it will be prone to blockades, but that's okay. An alliance offer from Azov. I don't know if I actually care about that, but we might as well. Who do we want as our alliances? I haven't even thought about that. Bad play on my part. It'd be good to have Austria. Oh, we could totally have Austria as well. Yeah, let's get Austria, because if we get Austria, that will help out with a lot of stuff in the early game. All the unlawful territory and whatnot. Oh, okay, whatnot. Hey, I'm catching it, though. For those of you who maybe are... wow! Wow! Rude! Whoa! Azov just became a tributary. Well, screw you then, Azov. Screw you, buddy. For those of you out of the loop on the whole whatnot thing, it's become sort of a meme in my Discord. We were playing... Savoy could be actually a decent one to ally ourselves, but they're allied with Venice and Florence. What are you doing, Savoy? Are we just gonna all four gangbang Milan? Is that the idea here? I don't like that idea. But I might do it anyways. You know, why not? We have been, for those of you out of the loop, we have been streaming, well, we had our first stream, oh my god, but they're... We had our first stream of Dungeons and Dragons on the channel. It should actually be live by the time this video goes live. And it went pretty well. It went pretty well. Screw you, Florence. Screw you, Lucca. I need to eat Lucca. Our first stream went pretty well, I thought at least. But I did say whatnot a lot. Whatnot a lot. And I realized that's my current sort of like go-to word, a filler word, I guess is the right word to describe that. And everyone has those, I think. At all times, everyone has something like that. But it's not impossible to break that. And I like to think that I am normally good about recognizing when I have something like that and getting rid of it. Because I've had those in the past. I still say too much relative to how much I probably should. But, you know, you gotta allow yourself some allowance. Well, I guess I don't care about you anymore. See, I really just don't care about the trade leagues at all. They just kind of annoy me. Aragon declared upon Navarra. And then with Austria as well. I have too many relations, and that's not going to go away. I forgot about guilds. That's the thing. That's a thing. Forgot about the factions and the guilds or whatever. That's pretty alright. The guilds being in power is fine by me. We might as well do this. It's gonna take, like, actually forever, but I think it's fine. Who else do we rival? Milan, Savoy. I just rivaled Lucca, didn't I? Thought I did. I think Lucca is our first target, you know. Start with a baby step. Start with the Lucca baby step. But move on from there. Oh, man, Austria. I wish you would ally me. We need to figure out our other alliances. We need to get some other alliances. Otherwise, we are gonna be screwed. Maybe not screwed right away, but it's certainly gonna be good to have alliances. We could maybe get the Ottomans to ally us. I would love that, honestly. I don't have any reason to care about stopping their growth early on, as long as they just let me live in peace and harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked, something like that. We do have these missions. This is one thing I like about Genoa. Never really had the chance to mess around with long term. Is these missions that you get. You get a lot of missions to go ahead and take over provinces that you don't actually normally have access to. And we're going to make good use of those, I believe. For instance, I'm going to try to get into Sevilla, and by that I mean the province of Sevilla will be our Sevilla node province that we own, most likely, because it's pretty good. And why not? One thing that's really interesting about this plan, this challenge, is that promoting cultures is almost 100% useless. Well, that's not completely true. For instance, like Catalan will almost certainly, like basically 100%, we're going to make that into a promoted culture. Occitan as well will be a promoted culture. Those two will be promoted cultures, and none of Italy will be promoted cultures. And beyond that, I don't know. There isn't really anything else that would be good with only having one province per trade node. It's kind of part of the challenge now, isn't it? No, isn't it? I think it. Feel like it'd be a good idea to ally with Castile, possibly. We will see. Aragon is now considered a great power. Let me guess, they vassalize Navarra, yeah. Also, I said this before we started the recording, at the start of the stream, but I've been super tired today. I only got like 4.5 hours of sleep last night. I did a workout, so I got a little bit of, felt pretty energized after that. I feel pretty energized after that. And I'm drinking some coffee, but I might just crash anytime, in which case I'll probably wrap up the stream a little earlier than I planned. My plan is to stream for about 2 hours. It's been, maybe 20 or so far. But in either case, I apologize that it won't be super long. It seems fine. Where are our merchants, by the way? I don't think it's very useful to have you there. Pretty much not useful at all. I think it's much more useful to have someone in... We already have one in Sevilla. The traders. Global trade power is fine. Yeah, let's have you come from here to there. Yeah, it seems like it made a little difference, maybe. Albania and Ferrara. What is our force limit? 11 now. It went down a little bit. Let's get up to 10 infantry first. That's going to be our first goal. feel like I need another ally, to be honest. I think I'm going to ally the Pope, just as a defensive ally. Early on, I don't plan on really calling him into any wars or trying to do that at all. But having him as an ally sort of deters other people from attacking us a little more. Here's the questions we need to think about. Are we going to go Protestant long-term, or are we going to go stick Catholic, you know, stay Catholic? I always go Protestant, so maybe we'll stay Catholic this time, but come on, you know. The other thing about going Protestant is that you get a bonus for conquering Rome, whereas normally you get a malus for conquering Rome as a Catholic nation. So that's kind of a reason of itself that you know, pretty much makes it better in most situations to go with Protestantism here, and it's just good. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't think we're gonna be able to go to war right off the bat like I had necessarily wanted, but it's okay. I don't care about Theodoro. So we do want for the Venice node to have a permanent vassal. And that's one thing we should figure out, is who do we want our permanent vassal in the Venice node to be? It'll probably be Ferrara, and I'll own the city of Venice, but it could also be Milan, and we'll own the city of Venice. We'll own the city of Venice and collect trade there almost certainly. But then everything else around it will be owned by our permanent vassal, our perma-vassal. That's the idea right now, at least, as I have it, you know, as I have it preconceived in my head. Let's take the Feast in Ferrara one. Maybe don't cancel it, actually. Aragon. Trying to look for alliance chains that we could abuse. Hungary and Savoy, not gonna work. Yeah. Okay, time for elections. Let's go for a bureaucratic candidate. We're a little behind there. What do we have? The guilds? That's fine. I feel that we should set our territory of interest. I feel like we should also start fabricating on Aragon. Aragon. Oui, oui, I am from Aragon. Oh, this is what Aragonese sound like. Yes, of course. What is your problem? Are you racist because I have this accent? Just because I have this accent, I cannot be Aragonese? Aragonese? I'm just messing. People in chat, what should we talk about? We should figure out a discussion topic so I can fill some dead air here. I just need any topic. It could be anything in the whole frickin' world. Oh my gosh, Savoy is just allied to everyone. Papal State wouldn't join now. Venice, the Knights, Ferrara, Albania. We almost certainly, it definitely could not handle that. So let's not do that. With the fall of Constantinople, should the Turks Genoese trade from the Black Sea was threatened?